Welcome back inside the Dignity Health Studios here at the Bakersfield, California. Condors Unleashed. What episode? Episode 8, Bartle.
Wow.
The last episode of 2013. We've gotten through 7 episodes. We hope to get through the 8th.
I mean, I'm hoping the network picks us up for a second season.
Is that what happens in 2014? I didn't know what that.
Yeah, well, we go into sweeps week.
Yeah,
And
the ratings go down.
Then we start bringing
the ratings don't go up.
Pull out all the stops.
That's why Coach wore that shirt.
Well, the
Need the ratings to go up.
Hey, this shirt and your haircut.
As soon as I heard the shirt comment, I'm like, he's going right for the hair. He's going right for the hair.
I mean, it's all positive.
I got nothing.
It's all positive.
I'm like, that was a bad move, man. We go for the shirt. He's going right to the top of your head.
This shirt costs as much as all his suits combined.
Yes,
It might.
That's
And
true.
I like the shirt.
I like the
though.
shirt too.
think
It was a backhanded compliment.
It was a positive.
It was a positive
Yeah.
compliment,
All right.
and I assume his hair compliment was a positive
It is
one
a
as
positive.
well. All right.
Excellent. Looking good.
Condors head coach Troy Mann joining us in the studio here. We'll break down some video in just a few moments, but Coach, a strange weekend. You know, we go to Las Vegas, a game in Vegas. We expect to play on Saturday, and then, you know, it turns into a glorified practice. You know, certainly not the weekend you were looking for here with 2 against Vegas.
Especially with that chalk talk on Saturday night, you know. But, hey, no, yeah, I was, you know, with the one road game, you know, we went in there and obviously wanted to split. Would have been nice to get both games, but then we don't play Saturday, so a little bit of a strange week. It's been a long week of practice so far, but you know what? Overall, the guys have worked really hard. Been very impressed with the work ethic so far this week with one more day to go.
Have you had that in the past where, you know, a game is scheduled to be played and maybe it gets postponed for whatever reason in the past?
I think in the last 4 years, just recollection, I think one canceled because of snow. But other than that, it's been a long time. Especially when you come to California, you don't expect games to get canceled because of snow.
First time in Condors history, so you're making history here in Bakersfield.
Hey.
You know, Friday's game, the team got off to a great start, and I still think overall was a pretty good performance. Yeah, I mean, the D only gave up 28 shots in the game. That's high compared to what this team has been doing lately. But you know, all in all, a pretty good game. Just couldn't get the goals to go in.
Yeah, you know, we've been a much better road team this year than at home, unfortunately for the fans here. But overall, it was a solid road game, and when we did turn it on in the third period, we just couldn't get that equalizer. I really liked our start. Unfortunately, we got into some penalty trouble, and the glass issue, you know, really took some momentum away because I thought we were by far the better 5-on-5 team in that first 10 minutes. Got the early goal. You know, if Tremblay's, and we're saying what ifs, but, you know, if Tremblay on that crossbar makes it 2-0, probably a different hockey game overall,
Yeah.
but we just never got the momentum back. They kind of took it to us a little bit in the second period, and I thought we recovered well in the third and really controlled the last 12 minutes of that hockey game, but as it's been a lot this year, you know, offensively, we struggled to get that key goal, and we never did get it to help Chet out.
And Ryan and I have talked about this a lot in the broadcast. Like, hockey's just a weird game like that. Like, if you don't bury your chances, eventually it comes back and it haunts you.
Yeah, and we've had a number of games this year where we just, you know, offensively, we just haven't been able to put the puck in the net at the right times, and you know, we gave up 28 shots. You're right, and we've been averaging, I think, 26.3, which is 5th in the league. And when you look at our goals against and where we are as a team, you know, I think that's excellent. You know, our PK was very good, 5 for 5, but it did take some momentum away from guys like Knackstedt and Tremblay who don't kill penalties. You know, so their games weren't, you know, a little bit off at times just because of the penalties. So.
You mentioned the penalty kill, and he's in studio, so we'll keep it all positive here. But the best penalty killer is your netminder, and Chet Pickard with a big game on Friday night kept the Condors, first of all, in the lead, and then kept them in the game there in the second period when the penalties did start happening back to back.
Yeah, no, he certainly, you know, I talk about it all the time. There's momentum changes throughout the hockey game. You can't play a perfect 60 minutes, and the other team's going to come at you at some point. And their push was the second period, and Chet was good. And, you know, he gave us a chance to win. And from a goaltending perspective, that's all you want. And 2-1, you know, so both goals were you know, either deflected or redirects. So, you know, not his fault. And he made a number of key saves, I thought, in the second when he was tested the most.
3-3 this weekend. We open up with 2 at home against Utah, a team we haven't played, but then Sunday in Stockton, a team we've seen a lot here during the first half of the season. Is it nice kind of to have Stockton as the third game, knowing that, all right, we kind of know what this team has and we can really focus our week here on Utah?
Yeah, I mean, we're ready to go on Utah. I mean, practice this week, I'm certainly focusing on what we need to do as a team. And it seems that, a lot of the teams play very similar systems out here out west anyway. But we've got Utah broken down, and, we'll be ready to go and show some guys some clips Friday morning. But, I think the importance here of this next 6 games is a big stretch for us before Christmas. And, Utah, even in games, they're 6 ahead of us. So I think it's... when you do the math here, we need to have a good performance here at home against these guys starting Friday night.
Speaking of showing the guys some video, let's show some video right now.
Yeah, just
we're going back to the face-offs.
Yeah, we got more face-offs to look at. Just continue on last week's theme a little bit. This is a set play here off a 2-1-2 forecheck. It's a quick up with a redirect and a forecheck where we get the puck to the weak side here, and that's good hockey right there. Especially when a team comes off the face-off, and then we went low to high, and we, now we're cooking here offensively. So another one here, set play, quick up again. Vegas going 2-1-2 off the forecheck. We're in, Collins in, good physical play. That's good, nice hit there. Complaining that we don't hit enough. That looks like a pretty good hit to me.
If you can stop it there. You mentioned the quick up, and that's a set play. That's something that we talked about. How much transition is there and changing of a game plan is there in the hockey game? You go in with your plan. Hey, here's what this team does, but how much during a game is counteracting what a team might be changing on their end?
Well, we had prepared for Vegas to come just basic 1-2-2 off the faceoffs, and we hadn't seen them in a couple weeks, and we had scouted them. And you know what? They decided, in this game here, anyway, they wanted to go 2-1-2 off the face-off. So we just made the quick adjustment on the bench to let's get quick ups. You don't have time off a 2-1-2 here when they push their wingers to go D to D or make plays. And we just go quick up. And, if you can make plays there, great. But, both times there we were able to soft side chip it in, which is our play off our forecheck. And now we're in offensive zone play. So those are 2 real good clips from our perspective that how we want to play. And both were executed well by both lines. It was Watson's line, the previous clip, and this was Broda's line.
And when you say 2-1-2 off the face-off, when the puck is dropped, the two wingers
are going to
push forward immediately.
And center locks on center. We do that same thing. I think it's when it's executed.
And we can see
if he goes back here, yeah. So they're going to push, and we went quick up. So you have a hard, but you can see both wingers are going center locks. We do the same thing. It's a very difficult thing to break if it's executed. And Pajot makes an excellent play here. He founds that hole. We want to do quick up, either to here or to here. And get the puck going, because the only real play is to get it deep and get going on the forecheck.
Now, before we get too far on this, I'm going to take you off topic here. When you're in the D zone, this winger is the responsibility of the defense and everybody that's in deep, and the winger in the defensive zone is watching the point man. Off a draw like that, is he supposed to stay with his winger? If both are coming forward, should he come with him?
No.
No?
What happens is, their wingers. They would go to the wall. Those become the D's guys in the neutral zone. So wingers have the D off the 2-1-2. Center always locks on center, and the D have the green light to basically push or attack the wingers because they know that the center is locked. So it's basically 5 one-on-ones if you really theoretically think about it.
Right.
It's a mind game. It's a chess match.
It is a chess match.
Think about how much. All 5 guys need to know what they're doing pre-face-off. 1 for a win, 2 for a loss, 3 for a stalemate.
One blown assignment on a face-off, and it can be in the back of your net.
And that's why you talk about players' high IQ. Guys don't always execute that, and it seems simple to us and guys who watch, as coaches who watch it on video and preach it on a day-to-day basis. But sometimes. Guys are just...
By simple to us, he means coaches, not radio guys.
I'm going like this. Yeah, keep rolling the video. We'll get to some more face-offs here.
Yeah, we'll
see the nice forecheck hit here again.
Yeah,
good body on body.
Looks like a physical play to me.
That's a physical play.
Hey, that's good.
Looks good, like a little bit offensive.
Great work in the neutral zone,
yeah.
too.
We wanted to go D to D. Now, this is something where we talked about on the bench where we wanted to go D to D weak side, but we wanted to hit the middle guy because they were pushing their wingers, and their D were pinching up on our winger, and we thought there was a little bit of a pocket in the middle of the ice. Good job here. I think it's Cunny and Page to go D to D and hit Watson. It wasn't direct, but we were able to get in on the forecheck here as we watch this one
let's
here.
See it in action.
We go D to D here. Good draw by, I believe it's Thurber or Steffes as Thurber. D to D. Pause it right there. You can see that pocket's right there. You know, this guy was heading down to him, so that wasn't really going to be an option, or it would have been, but he'd have to really make a hard play off the wall. But we wanted to go to the middle there, so we talked about that on the bench. He makes the play. You know, they're closing in on him, and then we get in on the forecheck. So if he keeps running, you'll see redirect. Watson gets in, and Watson's first on the forecheck, and he's got his Nielsey up with him. So
another nice physical play.
He was about to hit him.
Yeah, he was about to hit him.
another physical play.
Yep.
Jeez, I didn't think we hit in this league.
Ozone face-off
or at least
loss.
the Condors, right? So
What language is that?
That's offensive zone.
I knew that one.
Offensive zone face-off loss here. We went passive, so we changed it up during the course of this game. We started the game aggressive. I moved it to passive here, so that's ozone face-off loss.
Gotcha.
So we were pushing the winger, and then I wanted this guy to come to the wall, play almost a 1-2-2. They end up icing the puck. So here we go. They wheel the net. One guy
Right to the
pushes,
wall.
lock the middle, lock the wall. This guy panics with it. Number 5 here, he throws it down. So we got another face-off. So good execution on our part. 6-on-5. Drew, pause it right there if you can. We drew this up on the timeout here. Husey does not make a good play here. He's got to go to Knackstead right away here. But it's a design play. Go ahead. It's a drag to the middle. Hit Knackstead in the wall. He's supposed to be looking for Collins in the slot. That's the play here. So you can see he's here. He's called the scooper, right? So if the puck is sitting in this area here, he's going to scoop that and move it to Husey. So he becomes a scooper. He's going to hold up and go to the net. He's going to the net here. And
Is
then,
he your sixth guy? Right there.
Yes, because Broda, I believe it was Broda maybe, or Cunningham was on the weak side here. So go
All right,
ahead
let's
here.
roll it.
We win the draw. Execute a perfection here. Okay, now Husey's got to go back to Knackstead there. We got that pocket right there. I wanted to hit this guy for the one-timer and we have. I was told we don't have traffic in
Traffic in
Bakersfield.
front of the net. I saw it.
We had traffic there. I've been told we don't
It's
have
on
traffic.
video.
It's on video.
We're going to have to start doing more video.
That's
right?
what we need to
Okay.
do. Break down the video.
And we got one more clip here.
And by the way, I'm using Scooper this weekend. That's my word of the
Scooper's
weekend.
great, huh?
We got one
Scooper.
more clip
Need a
here.
scoop.
This
There he
one-
scoops it.
This one works. I replaced Husey with Bergdorf at right shot. Thought it might be a little bit easier play. He drags the middle. You can see they're already cheating out on Cunningham here, right? Cheating out here, and they're coming out to Bergie. He throws to Knackstead. I think Knackstead should have made a quicker play here. You know, I think he has him right now, but then he actually does a really good play. Cunningham comes back through the middle here. If you keep rolling it, and it's a redirect, he misses the net, but it could have been a goal here. Watch this right there. You know, that could have been the tying goal.
That's
there.
it.
So that was
He
our
made a nice play.
that was our design play off the 6-on-5. So we do.
We get
There was
one
traffic
thing
in
we
front
learned.
as well.
And we had traffic in front,
Yeah,
and
we
we
had traffic.
discussed that stuff on the bench.
Yes.
Is that good coaching
We
or
get
not?
physical. That's great coaching.
Okay, thank you.
We have physical plays, and we
Physical
get
plays.
net front traffic.
Yeah,
Yeah. And we're good in the neutral zone.
And the face-offs in the neutral zone.
there you go.
They're very
There's
successful.
3 things. We broke it down.
Thanks, guys. We're doing it right.
Fans wanted to know what was going on.
Hey, we're giving them the
There's
goods.
3 for 3 right
We're
there.
giving them the goods, boys.
Coach, we appreciate the
Excellent.
time as always.
problem,
Appreciate
boys.
you breaking down the video. When we
Any
come
last
back,
thoughts on Holtby's hair before we go?
Hey, I think it's good for at least 4 points this weekend.
all right.
Whoa, I like
we need
it.
at least 4. I'm hoping for 6, but we want at least 4. At least a 4 at home.
Hey, let's relax a little bit here.
Well, I want 6.
I want 6 too, but we'll take 4.
All right, we'll take 4.
Okay.
All right, as long as they're at home.
Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah.
It's Condors head coach Troy Mann. When we come back, we'll be joined by Condors netminder Chet Pickard. It's all coming up from the Dignity Health Studios, live at the Bakersfield Californian, also on Fox Sports Radio 970. Stay tuned.